हेलो बच्चों। तो आज हम नया टॉपिक उसी टॉपिक की कंटिन्यूएशन में करते हैं, टैक्स इंसिडेंट्स। सो इनकम ऑन विच टैक्स इज कैलकुलेटेड, वी विल डिस्कस दैट टाइप ऑफ इनकम. सो broadly we define or we categorize income in two parts: Indian income and foreign income, right? So why we have categorized the residential status? Because Indian income is taxable for all kind of residents and foreign income is taxable only in case of ROR, resident only. So what is Indian income, what is foreign income? Let us try to understand that. Indian income, any income, first, any income received in India during the previous year, but at the same time it is accrued in India, it is arise in India, that is called Indian income. Second, any income received in India during the previous year but may be accrued outside India is also an Indian income and taxable in all types of assessees, all type of residents. Third is, income is not received in India but deemed to be received in India, or accrues outside India, inside India, means something is there from India. Either it is received in India, either it is accrued in India, either it is arise in India, or deemed to be received in India, deemed to be earned in India, deemed to be arise in India, is a Indian income and is taxable in all type of assessees. Foreign income, which is received outside India, which is arise outside India, and which is all sources of income where it is generated is outside India. For example, any property situated in a foreign country, so income received out of that property is a foreign income. Any property situated outside India, after selling that property, so profit or gain arise out of that property is a foreign income. Any salary received from a foreign company, right, received there, that is foreign income. So taxable only in case of ROR, not in case of RNOR, not in case of NR. NR, non-residents; RNOR, resident but non-ordinarily resident. This is the ROR only who is the ordinary resident of a country and is liable to pay tax on all types of income, whether it is Indian income or it is foreign income. So now let's take an example in which all these provisions are illustrated. So this I have taken a question which includes all the provisions which I told you and even more than that from the Taxman publication, B.K. Singhania, Students Guide to Income Tax, unsolved question given in the end of the chapter, residential status. I am giving this question, you please all take the screenshot of that question and we will illustrate that question now. See, I hope आप सब ने उसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया है. तो फर्स्ट इज profit on sale of plant at London. So plant, where it is plant is situated in London. So profit, it is a foreign income, but 1/3 is received in India. So income arise after selling the plant situated in London. 1/3 of that income is received in India. So on the basis of income received in India, 1/3 income is Indian income, 2/3 income is foreign income. So plant profit on sale of plant in London, profit is 90,000. I have already made the columns, total amount, and these are the residents, taxpayers. So 1/3 is Indian income, 2/3 is foreign income, right? So in case of ROR, fully taxable, 60,000 foreign income, 30,000 Indian income. So Indian income is taxable in case of RNOR, foreign income is not taxable in case of RNOR and non-residents. Now second, profit on sale of plant at Delhi, profit on on sale of plant at Delhi. This is 1 lakh. 1/4 is received in London. जितना इनकम हुआ प्रॉफिट बेचने से प्लांट को 1 लाख की इनकम हुई, जिसमें से 1/4 इनकम है वो लंदन में रिसीव हुई है, 3/4 इनकम दिल्ली में रिसीव हुई है. सो ऑन दिस बेसिस द प्लांट इज दिल्ली, इट्स अ इंडियन इनकम fully. So fully taxable in all the cases. It is immaterial. 1/4 is received in London because the source of income is India. So it's a Indian income. Now next is salary from an Indian company received in London. 1/5 is paid for rendering services in India, computed after standard deduction. This is 1,20,000. Salary from a Indian company. Company Indian है, it's okay, but income is received in London. So income is not received in India. So it's a Indian income or foreign income. It's a Indian company से salary मिली है. How much? It is 1,20,000. So it's a foreign income, but 1/5 is paid for rendering services in India. So 1/5 portion of that income belongs to India, right? So 1/5 of this 24,000 is Indian income, and rest of the part is foreign income. So total income is taxable in case of ROR, and Indian income is taxable in case of RNOR and non-resident. Now next is salary received from Indian company. Next is interest on UK development bonds. Entire amount is received in London, 70,000. Interest received from UK development bonds, 70,000. It's a foreign income or Indian income. UK development bonds. So UK development bond, as its name states, that these are the bonds which is issued by the government of that country. So source of income is also foreign, and income is also received in foreign country. Fully foreign income, only taxable in case of ROR, not taxable in case of RNOR, not taxable in case of non-resident. Now fifth is income from property in London. Income from property, as the source of income is foreign, right, and received there. Receiving is also there. So income received outside India, income accrued outside India. So it's a foreign income. How much? 10,000. 10,000. So taxable only in case of ROR, not in case of RNOR, not in case of non-residents. Now next is income from agriculture in London. Income from agriculture in London, received there. ठीक है, एग्रीकल्चर लैंड जो है वो लंदन में है, रिसीव भी वहीं पर हुई है. हाफ ऑफ विच इज़ यूज फॉर मीटिंग हॉस्टल एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ एक्स सन, एक्स इज द assess's name, in England, and remaining amount is later remitted in India, right? So it's, as it is a foreign income of rupees 50,000, so it is remitted, half of the income is remitted in India. Whether it is remitted in India or not, Despite of that, it is taxable fully in case of ROR, not taxable in case of RNOR, not taxable in case of non-residents. Now, next is dividend received in London. Dividend received in London, ठीक है, on the basis of received in London foreign income, but from a company registered in India. So it's a Indian company registered in India, ठीक है, operating in UK. So it's a Indian income, taxable fully in all the cases. Why it is Indian income? Because the company is registered in India. Taxable in case of ROR, RNOR and non-residents. Next is profit from a business in Delhi managed from India. Profit from a business, profit from a Delhi business. So there is no need further explanation. It's a self-explanatory. It's a purely Indian income, fully taxable in all the cases. Next is rental income from a property in Nepal. Rental income from a property in Nepal deposited by a tenant in a foreign branch of an Indian bank operating there. प्रॉपर्टी कहाँ है? लंदन में है. उसको यूज़ करने वाले कहाँ है? सॉरी, नेपाल में है. उसको यूज़ करने वाले कहाँ है? नेपाल में है. इनकम जो रेंट था वो उन्होंने कहाँ डिपॉजिट किया है? नेपाल की ही बैंक में डिपॉजिट किया है, ठीक है. तो ये सारी इनकम क्या है फिर? फॉरेन इनकम. रेंटल इनकम from a property in Nepal, 18,000. Taxable only in case of ROR, not in case of RNOR, not in case of non-residents. ठीक है. So any property when it is situated in other country, so income of that property is always foreign income. Next is gift in foreign currency received from a friend. Gift in foreign currency. From a friend, 1/3 of which is received in India. How much it is? It is 9 lakh. When it is saying that 1/3 of which is received in India, right? So it means the remaining amount is received outside India. So the amount which is received in India, Indian income. The amount which is received outside India, foreign income. So 1/3 is received in India. This is 3 lakh. तो इंडिया में रिसीव तो इंडियन इनकम, टैक्सेबल ऑल्सो इन केस ऑफ RNOR, non-resident, and the part of the gift in foreign currency which is received outside India is also taxable in case of ROR. So this is the income taxable in all type of residents on the basis of Indian income or foreign income. So let us make the total of it. Its total is so important point in this provision illustration is that Indian income is taxable in all type of residents. Foreign income is taxable only in case of ROR, ordinarily resident, not in case of RNOR and non-resident. One more provision is left which is not covered under this illustration, that is any profit from a business outside India, operating their activities outside India, but managed and controlled from India. So otherwise it's a foreign income, but on the basis of control and management belongs to India, so that income will be taxable in case of RNOR also. Otherwise there is no difference between the tax incidence in case of RNOR and non-resident, except this one. ठीक है, profit from a business, income from a business which is controlled and managed from India but in outside India. That's all of today's discussion.